Hello everybody. Namaste, Vanakkam, Namaskaram, Namaskara. Hope you're all doing great. September 5th. Rings a bell? What day is September 5th? Yes, it is celebrated as the Teachers' Day in India. In India, there have been many great gurus, starting from Vedavyasa to Parashurama to Dronacharya. Yes, everybody needs a guru or a teacher. Even the Devas had a guru, and their guru's name was Brihaspati. The Asuras too had a guru. Their guru was Sukracharya. Today, I would like to share a small story about Dronacharya. Drupada was the son of the king of Panchala. Drupada and Dronacharya were classmates in Rishi Bharadwaja's ashram. They both were very good friends. They slept together, they got up together, they brushed together, they went to the river to have a bath together, they grazed the cattle together, they chopped vegetables together, they helped clean the cows together, they did everything together. They were like this. And as the years passed, their friendship only grew thicker and thicker and thicker. And it was about time that they were finishing their studies at Rishi Bharadwaja's ashram. So Drupada told his best friend Dronacharya, Drona, one day I will become the king, and that day I will give you half of my kingdom to you, and so we both can stay together till the end of our lives, and it is a promise, he said. And then Drupada went back to his palace, and Dronacharya continued gaining more and more knowledge about the Vedas, the Vedangas and archery, because he was very interested in archery. Around that time, Parashurama was giving away all that he had, so Drona rushed to him, and by the time Dronacharya reached there, Parashurama had finished giving all his materialistic things, and Drona was very sad. So that time Parashurama said, oh, whoever has come to me will not go empty-handed. And then he gave Dronacharya all the knowledge about the weapons, and Drona was so happy. He received it with all humility, and he returned back to his ashram. In due course of time, Dronacharya got married, and he had a son by name Ashwathama. Drona was always in pursuit of knowledge. Materialistic things never actually mattered to him. But then he needed some money and some things so that he could take care of his wife and his son very well. And there came a point of time when he didn't even have cows to give milk to his son. So then he decided he would go and ask his friend Drupada. He was damn sure Drupada would give anything for his sake. So he went to the kingdom of Panchala. He went to the court of Drupada. By now Drupada had become the king after his father's death. And there he sat in the throne, surrounded by many other kings and ministers. And Drona sought an audience with him. Now Drupada thought, why has he come here? What will people think if I tell he and I were friends? What if he asks something to me? All these thoughts started playing in Drupada's mind. And Dronacharya, he was still in the same frame of mind when Drupada had left him. He thought of Drupada as none other than his friend. And he went and he said, "Hey Drupada, how are you? It's so nice to see you after so long." Drupada was not one bit happy with that. He said, "Hey, you wandering Brahmin, know how to talk to a king. Do not address him by name." So Dronacharya was surprised. He said, "Drupada, it's me, Dronacharya. We both were friends. You remember? We studied together. We ate together. We slept together. We had that." Enough. I have no time for all such things. I would have done something while I was young, but I'm sorry. I don't even know who you are, and please go. If you want any dhan, I can give you. What do you want? Do you want gold coins, silver coins, dress, or cows? You please tell, and I will give you. And the next time, don't talk to me, the king of Panchala, like this. Is that very clear? Brahmin, you may leave now. Drona felt very, very sad. His best friend had said something like that. He just could not believe. In that huge sabha of so many kings, ministers, soldiers, and the people of Panchala, he was insulted. He felt deeply, deeply hurt. And at that moment, Drona decided he would become as wealthy and as powerful as the king of Panchala. The words that Drupada said kept playing in his minds. Drupada had said, "Friendship is only between equals. I am the king of Panchala and you are a wandering Brahmin. What do you have to claim as yourself? Are you as powerful as me? Are you as rich as me?" These words hurt Drona a lot. He decided he would gather materialistic things. He would become powerful. He would become as rich as the king of Panchala, his friend Drupada. And so he wandered around, and one day he reached the kingdom of Hastinapura. There, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, the little boys, they were all playing with a ball. So as they were playing throw and catch, throw and catch, throw and catch, suddenly the ball slipped off from their hands and it fell into a deep well nearby. And now all the Pandavas and Kauravas, they all thronged the well and they were all looking inside and they were like, how deep is the well? How do we get the ball? Oh, we need the ball. We have to play. What can we do? Oh, does anybody have an idea? As they were talking, Yudhishthira's ring also slipped out of his finger and it went pluck. It went into the well. As they were all standing and looking at the ball, and the ring was not at all visible, the ring had gone deep into the water. They were looking at the ball and thinking, what to do, what is to be done? Should we go back to the palace? Should we tell Bhishma, our Pitama, what should we do? What should we do? Oh, a lot of confusion. Just then, Dronacharya came there. He said, I see your ball has fallen into the well. I will take it out for you. And saying that, he plucked a blade of grass from outside. He chanted a mantra and he threw the grass into the well. The blade of grass went and stuck to the ball. Further, he picked up one more blade of grass. He recited a mantra and he put. Plucked, recited, put. Plucked, recited, put. And the blade of the grass stuck one after the other and they formed a long stick till it reached the outside of the wall. Drona then held the end of the grass and he pulled up the ball. As the Pandavas and Kauravas looked in astonishment. Now, they said, "Dear great person, can you take out Yudhishthira's ring also?" He said, No worries, I will do it. And then he took out his bow, he placed an arrow, he prayed, and he shot the arrow into the well. In lightning speed, the arrow went inside. It picked up the ring and it came out into the hands of Dronacharya. The boys were amazed, they were mesmerized, they were wonder-struck. They asked, "Who are you? Who are you? Please tell us about yourself. You are just amazing." Dronacharya said, "Go to your Pitama, go to your great-grandfather, Bhishma, and tell him what has just happened here. He will tell you who I am. I will be waiting here itself." And so the boys rushed to the palace and they told their great-grandfather Bhishma Pitama all that had just happened, and Bhishma immediately knew it was none other than Dronacharya who had done this brilliant feat. So immediately he came out, he bowed in front of Dronacharya and he requested Dronacharya to be the teacher or guru for all the Pandavas and the Kauravas. And Dronacharya gladly accepted to be their guru. Once he became the guru and he taught them everything, the Vedas, the Vedangas, and archery and warfare and everything, it was time for them to go back to the palace. And before they went, Dronacharya asked for a Guru Dakshina. It was that the king of Panchala, Drupada, had to be captured alive and brought in front of him. And so all his students, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, went, and it was the Pandavas who ultimately, and Arjuna in fact, who bound the king of Panchala, Drupada, and brought him in front of their guru as his Guru Dakshina. Now, Dronacharya looks at Drupada and says, "You have been captured now, so your kingdom is mine. But I do not desire the whole kingdom. I will give you half of Panchala to you. So half Panchala is mine and half Panchala is yours. Now we both are kings to kingdoms. Now I think we both are equal. My dear friend, will I get your friendship at least now?" Drona asked Drupada. Drupada hung his head in shame. He didn't know what to say. He said, "I'm so sorry for the way I behaved with you the other day." And then the two friends embraced each other. So that is how Drona came to become the guru or the acharya of the Pandavas and the Kauravas, and he got as his Guru Dakshina his friend Drupada, captured alive. Okay, so that is the story of a great acharya, Dronacharya. Now, why is September 5th celebrated as Teachers' Day in India? September 5th, as you all know, is the birthday of Dr. Radhakrishna. So Radhakrishna was born on 5th September 1888 in Tirutani. So he finished his studies in the Madras Christian College, and then he went on to become the assistant professor at the Madras Presidency College. Then from there he went on to become a professor in the University of Mysore. When he was teaching in the University of Mysore, people from the University of Calcutta started calling him. So he was given a grand farewell, and then he came out from the farewell hall loaded with garlands, bouquets, presents, and there in front of him stood a beautiful big chariot decorated with flowers, but the two horses were missing. So then Radhakrishna thought, okay, might be once I get onto the chariot, the horses will be tied, till then they are grazing somewhere. But as Radhakrishna sat in the chariot, his students came and stood there and they pulled the chariot. They said, "You are such a great teacher. We would want to have the honors of pulling your chariot." So such a great teacher he was. from the University of Calcutta. He went on to teach in the University of Oxford and even at the Benares Hindu University. He was a great thinker and philosopher. He wrote innumerable articles and books. He was in fact nominated for the Nobel Prize of Literature 5 times. And then he went on to become the first Vice President of India. And then he became the President of India later on. And then when he became the President of India, his students from all over India, they rushed to him, they came to him on his birthday, that is 5th September 1962. And then they requested him to give permission so that they could celebrate his birthday, because they all loved him so very much. He was their dear, 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 dear teacher. So at that time, Dr. Radhakrishna said, see, you all remember me because I was your teacher. You don't remember me for anything else. You all remember me because I was your teacher. So it would really be great if you could celebrate my birthday as Teacher's Day, and it would make me very, very happy if you all go and think of all your teachers and thank all your teachers who helped you reach great success in life. That is all I want. Please don't celebrate my birthday. On my birthday, think of all the teachers who have helped you, who have held your hands, and who have molded you in different ways in life. So that is what Dr. Radhakrishna said. And so since then, September 5th, that is the birthday of Dr. Radhakrishna, has been celebrated as the Teacher's Day in India. He was a great philosopher and thinker. He took the Indian philosophy to the West. He had written so many articles and books about Indian philosophy. He loved Adi Shankaracharya's works. His works were so brilliant that he was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature 5 times. He even received the Bharat Ratna. He founded Helpage India, which was a great support for senior citizens of India. And from the salary which he got, only 1/4 he used to take and use. The rest he used to donate to the Prime Minister's Relief Fund. Such a great personality was Dr. Radhakrishnan. So that is why we think of all our teachers on September 5th and we celebrate it as Teacher's Day. We take time to thank all those beautiful minds which molded our lives. And Radhakrishna's quotes are really brilliant. Some of them I would like to share with you. Teachers should be the best minds in a country, Radhakrishna says. When we think we know, we cease to learn and grow. How profound is that? Every individual is to be regarded as your co-equal and should not be treated as a means. Yes, such high thinking philosophies he had, and he was such a great personality. So that is why September 5th, his birthday, is celebrated as the Teacher's Day. Thank you very much.